Hello, my friends. I hope you're happy. I hope you're peaceful. A new year is here, and it's a time for setting intentions for the 12 months ahead. But rather than setting yourself a target that you get attached to, what if you made happiness your New Year's resolution? Welcome to Mindfulness for Beginners. New Year's resolutions are a funny thing. We make a plan for getting fit, saving money, or taking up a new hobby, but we tend not to think about our happiness, which is strange. The purpose of taking up a new hobby or getting fit is ultimately that it makes us happy. Why else would we do it? But we could cut out the middleman and make our aim, our theme for the year, happiness itself. And practicing mindfulness can help us to do this, and it's simple to learn. Mindfulness is about focusing 100% of your awareness on whatever it is that you're doing, whether that's walking, eating, or just breathing. And that process of training yourself to be aware allows you to start to let go of worries about the future and regrets from the past. It's easy to pick up, but it does need some patience and persistence to develop your practice and to see the benefits. And being in a present moment calms us. It lets us focus on the good things right in front of us. And when we're grateful and present, that improves our mood. And this might seem like a bunch of easy answers, and mindfulness is often accused of this. If you read some news articles, it'll tell you that mindfulness is either a right-wing conspiracy to keep us all placid, or a left-wing conspiracy to brainwash people's beliefs and values. But at its most fundamental level, mindfulness isn't anything more than being present with your experience, meaning what's happening to you right here and right now. And that'll lead you to make different choices, better choices for your well-being and mental health. But those choices will be more authentic to your true self. And the key to mindfulness is not to try and achieve a particular state. Just practice a little every day and notice the change over the next few weeks as it happens. It's about the experience rather than learning a philosophical framework. Jon Kabat-Zinn, who's one of the thought leaders in this area, says that when you start to learn mindfulness, rather than talking about it, just get your butt in the cushion, as he says. And he's right. Mindfulness is about practice and experience rather than knowledge. You don't have to know all the jargon like Sangha or Dharma or Bodhisattva. In fact, I think that language makes mindfulness less accessible to people, so you're not going to hear much of that from me. The podcast is called Mindfulness for Beginners for a reason. So what we're going to do in the podcast is to cover the basics of mindfulness over the next few weeks, to give you an overview of the fundamentals, to kick the year off with happiness and your mental health front and centre. If you've been listening to the podcast for a while, we will be recovering some concepts in a new way, so it's an opportunity for you to apply your beginner's mind. I'm going to start this week by focusing our awareness on the breath, the body, our thoughts and feelings, and we'll expand those out in future episodes over the next few weeks. But for now, find a comfortable position to sit in, either on a chair, on the floor, or lying down. And then close your eyes so you can tune in to your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And I'll start with 3 sounds of the bell. So starting with our breath, what do we notice as we focus on our in-breath? And our out-breath. We can notice the rhythm of the breath, noticing where an in-breath begins and an out-breath ends. And where an in-breath ends and an out-breath begins. Not trying to breathe in any particular way. Not trying to breathe slowly or quickly. Just breathing in a way that's comfortable for you. And as we continue to breathe, we can notice that our in-breath is a little bit cooler. And our out-breath is warmer. We can notice the movement of our body as we breathe. So how our shoulders rise as we breathe in. How our stomach falls as we breathe out. And finally, we can notice the sound of our breath, the movement of air through that column of air between our nose and our diaphragm. Next, we can move our attention to the body. So noticing any differences across the body, where we feel warm and where we feel cold. Where we feel tense and where we feel relaxed. We can focus our attention on different parts of the body. So you might focus your awareness on your toes, noticing what sensations you can find there. becoming aware of the skin, the bones, the tissues. Pressure, warmth, cold. And we can do the same thing with our fingers. Not applying any judgment to the feelings or sensations we find there, just noticing what's there. We can notice the sensation of the clothes against our skin. And the points of contact between our body and the chair and the floor. So that might be your back, your legs, your feet. And then feeling some gratitude for the functions that each part of the body provides. Our heart, our lungs, feeling some gratitude towards our eyes, our legs, and then shifting our awareness to focus on our posture, so how we're seated. If you're in a seated position, what Thich Nhat Hanh calls a dignified posture, and it needs to be comfortable for you. Everyone's body is different, so if you need to shift your position or your posture during a guided meditation or guided meditations in the future, feeling free to do so. And starting with your spine, and I would invite you to imagine that your spine is like a stack of coins, one stacked on top of the other, with the head balanced on top. Your heart raised upwards and outwards. Your hands comfortably in your lap. Taking a moment to focus on your shoulders, noticing if they're tense or relaxed. And seeing if you can relax them if you can. And then feeling the stability in this position. Imagining your posture as a mountain, feeling solid. Enjoying the stability. And then shifting that spotlight of awareness to your mind and your thoughts. And I would invite you to imagine yourself sitting on a hill, watching the thoughts passing as clouds overhead. Not getting involved with those thoughts, not analysing the thoughts or judging the thoughts, not allowing them to lead you to the past or the future. Simply noticing your thoughts and allowing them to enter and exit your awareness. Mindfulness isn't about removing thought. It's just simply about noticing your thoughts, not being led by your thoughts, allowing your thoughts to pass through your consciousness. And if there's many thoughts, that's fine. Your mind is busy today, and you can simply notice that. And if your mind suddenly gets shy or quiet, noticing that too. We're not wishing our minds to be in a particular state. Just observing and accepting whatever you find. And then focusing our awareness on how we're feeling in this moment. And you might use the metaphor of the weather to capture how you're feeling. Stormy, calm, bright or gloomy. Just noticing what you're feeling right now. And there may be somewhere in your body that you're experiencing that emotion. For example, if it's anxiety, you might notice tension in your head or stomach. And we can notice that feeling and imagine our in-breath filling that part. And then breathing out of that part of our body. Accepting how we're feeling at the moment, even if it's a difficult feeling. Not trying to shut out that feeling, but rather unlocking the door, sitting at the table, listening to what they have to say, without agreeing or disagreeing. Letting them stay for a while if they need to. And then, in your own time, allowing that feeling to leave your awareness. And as we draw the guided meditation to a close, feeling some gratitude to ourselves for taking some time to work on our peace, our mental health. Because when we take some time to be still, we can focus our awareness, and that concentration leads to calmness. When we're calm, that gives us insight into our suffering. And with that insight, we can feel compassion for ourselves, which leads to peace in ourselves. And when we're calm and peaceful, we feel more compassion for others. And compassion for others leads to peace in the world. And that's why Thich Nhat Hanh says that nothing is more important than your peace, your calmness, your mental health. And as we draw the guided meditation to a close, just taking a couple of moments to focus your awareness on how you're feeling, starting with your body, noticing any areas of calmness, any areas of tension, discomfort. Taking an opportunity to stretch those areas that need it, like your back or your legs. And shifting your awareness to your mind. And if you feel a sense of calm or peace, setting the intention to carry that through the rest of your day. And finally, opening your eyes and returning your awareness to the room that you're in. And it's been a pleasure to share the practice with you. I hope to talk to you again. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. And may you see yourself through the eyes of understanding and compassion.
Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built